Anderson Pens Podcast, episode 314 for Wednesday, March 27th, 2019. This is Brian.
Are you sure?
Listen, after 313 of these, it's okay if I get one screwed up.
Sure. I'm Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Go.
Are you done yet?
I'm on a roll today, so hit me with this bad joke, this groaner, this I can't believe you wasted my time with it. Go.
What vegetable?
Oh, God.
See, any joke about a vegetable is already funny, isn't it? It's just funny. What vegetable requires a plumber?
Going in or coming out?
A leak. Anyway.
That wasn't bad.
No, see, I told you, it's a vegetable joke. It's.
Oh my God.
So,
here we are.
What do we got this week?
March 27th, happy birthday to my stepfather. So there you go. Happy birthday, Bob.
Happy birthday. So.
All right, what you got? Hit me.
Coming this week.
I'm excited.
Probably, hopefully by the end of the week, Sailor Purple.
Try that again.
I should just start over today. Sailor Progear Slim Red Supernova.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Very cool. You know, you started to say Purple Cosmos because you were thinking that this is the successor to the Purple Cosmos, and you already have the Starlight Galaxy. Starburst. What's in our coffee? Maybe we need something in the coffee. So, the Starburst Galaxy, the Purple Cosmos, and now the Red Supernova.
Yeah.
All in the Progear Slim, and they're gorgeous. They're sparkly. What's not to like?
This should be coming in hopefully by Friday, if not Saturday, or probably Monday at the latest. I don't have tracking on it, but I know they shipped on Friday or Monday or something.
Maybe
like
you should ask whoever's in charge of tracking that.
Well, so when are they coming?
Soon.
Jeez.
I could have tracked it for you before we did this, but no, you didn't think about it. Anyway, they're coming probably this week. Super gorgeous.
All nib sizes in stock, basically.
And keep in mind that the distributor is only getting one shipment this year, correct?
One shipment this year.
So when everybody is sold out, there will be no more this year, and we do not know whether or not this is it forever or if there will be more next year. So if you're thinking about it, grab it before it's gone. Because guaranteed there will be no more after the next week or two.
So extra fine, medium, broad, zoom, and music. All 7 nib sizes are still available. So
I wonder if that's going to pop up between us like it used to for the nib noobs.
Well, now you just put the pressure on.
I know. All right.
So
just in case, better get on that.
All right. Also, as long as we're on sale, let's talk about ink.
Let's talk about ink.
No,
I have that song in my head.
Bunga Box 50 ml bottles. We got another shipment in end of last week.
Yes.
And so pretty much we have all the 50 ml sizes except for Ink of the Witch and the Hatsukoi Sapphire.
Yes.
So those are gone. And more of the 30 mls are coming. So, but the 50 ml bottles are getting a little light.
When they're gone, they're gone.
So, but
the new bottles are adorable.
I like the new bottle.
There is a price difference. Yes, there's a price difference. We had nothing to do with it. It's funny how people blame us.
We're taking a lot of heat for the price increase.
People blame us.
Yes.
It's like we didn't pick it. The new bottle is really cool. It's that adorable little kind of shoe shape. So part of it is you're paying for a new bottle. Part of it is we had no choice. Yep. We don't get to pick the price. So don't blame us.
New box.
New box.
Yep.
It is really great packaging. It's just what companies choose to do.
So, But yeah, when the box has never been. The bottle, it's not used for anything else, so it's not like Bunga Box they designed it. It's pretty cool. Let's talk about some events coming up in Chicago. We've got a couple of firm dates coming up the next month and a half.
Can I go down for this?
I thought you were going down. Sailor, April 29th. Now we've got something a little special that is going to happen for this event.
We're in the planning stages.
Something is coming from Japan.
Yes,
we'll just say that.
Super excited.
Something big, and it's not
big.
It's not something you can find anywhere. So you'll be able to find it at AB Chicago. But April 29th, we're going to have a big Sailor event.
Yes.
We're going to launch this new thing, and just kind of stay tuned for details.
Exactly.
So it's going to be great. Sailor, April 29th. That's a Monday, I believe.
That is also the week of the Chicago Pen Show. So we start the week with the Sailor event in Chicago. We zip home, we finish packing, and then we spend the weekend in Chicago at the show in Hoffman Estates.
So
and then
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That following Monday, May 6th, a week after the Sailor event, the day after the Chicago show ends, what are we doing?
We're doing Visconti.
We are hanging with Michael Hujara.
So
He's
Coles
awesome.
of London, and Michael has promised something interesting for the show.
They always have something interesting. They have.
Well, he told me kind of cryptically there's something special he's bringing for the event at the store. So I don't know what it is.
Cool.
It should be exciting. He always brings all the stuff that he has, plus he usually has a couple extra pieces, and he may have watches and whatever, So.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's always fun. But,
and then also in May,
the following
week on Thursday, Friday, we will have a pilot event. Super excited about that. Our good friend John Lane will bring all sorts of crazy stuff to the Chicago store.
Hoping to maybe, fingers crossed, have the 100th anniversary 7 Gods, the ones with the clips, Yukaris. Fingers crossed that we'll have those, but it'd be cool to see those.
Yes.
So,
yes.
That's supposed to be there, provided they have them. So,
we should also give a shout out to Chicago, to our staff.
We should.
We have done some, let's call it reorganizing, and we have a new, I'm just going to go with dream team. Dennis is the new manager, Jose is full-time, and then we have Ray, Jocelyn, and Lucy as part-time, and occasionally Conrad. It's like A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
Okay, so a couple new faces
yes,
in the
come
store.
in and say hi and see them. Dennis has done just an amazing job, and we're just really excited about the new direction that the store is taking.
So
there you go.
Very good. Let's hit up. I want to mention something. So we've been doing a lot of vintage pens lately, and we've had so many that we started to move them into the weekly Tuesday mailer. So this is my plug for sign up for the mailing list. You can sign up at the bottom of any page on the website. But we had so many, we started moving them into the mailing list that normally goes out on Tuesdays, and then we started getting so many that we decided to dedicate its own Friday mailer to vintage.
Well, now we didn't actually get these. You're actually repairing them so quickly and so thoroughly and so magnificently. This is good, right?
Yeah. What do you want? That's what I want to know. What do you want? That
they now have earned their own mailer.
Yeah, I mean, there are quite a number of pens that I'm able to pull out each week. Everything from Schaefer Snorkels to Parker Vacuumatics, Esterbrooks. We've got a killer mailer coming out on Friday. I'll leave that kind of in the dark because we're still working on it. But so the mailer, I mean, and these are vintage pieces. They're one-off pieces. Someone yelled at me on Friday because they opened the mailer at 6:30 in the evening, and all but 2 of the pens were sold. So my advice is to check out the mailer if you can right away. We're going to put a little link in there to the whole vintage category, so you can just kind of hit that if you want. But And a little known trick is sometimes they're up early, so sometimes they're up Thursday night. But yeah, they're one-off pieces. The earlier you get to the mailer, the better chance you have of actually snagging something. So, but you know.
And also, let's say for Esterbrooks, or occasionally we have like vintage modern pens. You can't switch the nib. They are as is.
Nib is what it is. Yeah. So there's no switching. So.
Same thing with when we put experienced pens up.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Cheese whiz.
Yeah, it just otherwise it gets too complicated and too messy, and the price can be different. And so I try to put the most generic nibs on Esterbrooks as possible. You know that most people are going to like, and we do have other nibs that are available for sale, but. My advice is just, if you see something you like, go, and especially if you get it on the Friday mailer, go and grab it, and then if there's something else you wanted to shop for, come back and you can place a second order. But I mean, the pens really do, they fly off the shelf when we put it out, so anyway.
And yet, your workshop downstairs in our house does not look any emptier.
You know, it looks a little emptier.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm trying.
I know.
So, but we got some great stuff this week. I just need to get them finished tonight, and there's going to be some killer. I'll just go on there and say there's going to be some killer Schaefer balances. There's going to be some really super hard to find Esterbrooks, all affordable.
Here's my problem. Was it last night you were or the night before you were showing me these pens that had already been restored,
right,
a long time ago.
Right. Well, not a long time ago.
Well, a year or two.
Yeah.
And then you check them, of course, but why'd you throw them back in the box?
Well, we were doing a lot of shows, and we were showing a lot of vintage, and then we decided to dedicate that room to more modern stuff.
Okay. And you just throw them in a box?
Well, I
gently place them in a box?
I put them in the corresponding box with their siblings.
Poor things.
But they still have price tags on them. So.
Yeah, so that was
anyway,
fun.
That's it for vintage. Speaking of pen shows.
Yes. We got a lot of, I won't call it flack, but concern because we missed the Long Island Pen Show. Honestly, thank you people for reaching out, including the organizers. It was honestly just a combination of jet lag, getting sick. I got stung by something or bitten by something. It was pretty ugly. Some staffing things down in Chicago. It's just kind of a perfect storm of physical and just timing. But it did get us thinking, and we do need to be home a little bit more. So we will not be attending Atlanta, which is next week.
It's coming up.
First time we've missed it in years.
Yep.
But we
probably 10 years.
We need to be, yeah, that was our very first show together.
Show.
So it's very dear to our heart. It's an awesome show. You should go. We will not be in Atlanta. We will be in Chicago. Why?
Because we have a store there.
Why else?
Because we have an event on May 6th. This is getting tough. What's the...
Number one, it's the closest show, and we got married. I can't believe that wasn't the first thing out of your mouth. We got married there. Do you remember what year?
Yes.
Okay.
2009. Just kidding.
It's 2010, people. 2010.
It's 2010. Did that for a fact. How'd that work? 2010, yeah. It'll be our 9-year anniversary. If I make it to 10, I count myself lucky.
You should.
All right.
So we will be attending the Chicago show. We will not be attending Raleigh, which is at the end of May.
It's a shame. I like the show.
Yeah,
I like the vintage aspect of it. I like the auction, but
you know, between 13 and 15 shows a year starts to take a toll both on us, on the car, on the staff at both stores. Yep. So we just need to. We've got vacations we've got to cover for. We've got just too much going on. We will be in DC.
Yep.
So yes to Chicago, yes to DC.
So
there you go.
All right, what else you got? Keep it short this week, I guess.
Keep it short. Your joke was moderately amusing.
Yes. Leak. I don't even know what a leak is. I don't think I've ever had a leak.
Yes, you have. When we did the Hello Fresh, we had leaks.
We had leaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've never had them since, so
No,
that's how good they were.
I didn't think you liked them. We have had kale since then.
Kale
You
was
didn't
good.
really like the kale.
All right. I guess that's it then. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Pens, ink, paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Follow the blog for all sorts of news, ink reviews, fun videos, and event notification.
And check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
We do have a store in Chicago. It's inside the Palmer House Hilton on the first floor, and we are open 7 days a week. And go see the staff.
Website chicago.andersonpens.com.
There you go. Like this video, give us a little thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.